Welcome back to the kitchen. In today's video, we're gonna make amazing raw sprouted almond milk that is way better than this junk that you buy at the store. Now, why do I say this junk? Because we are going to peel the almonds. We first soak them for 12 hours. Now, we have peeled some of the skins off of these almonds right here. So you just take raw almonds from the store and you soak them overnight for about 8 to 10 hours. If it goes a little over, that's fine. We're gonna peel all the skins off. We're gonna rinse them and we're going to mix it up in the Vitamix. And the benefits of this, my friends, is you minimize the potential anti-nutrients that almond skins might have, such as tannins, phytates, oxalates, which I don't believe, and I'm almost certain that this is not going into the preparation of most of the commercially available almond milks. And then in the next video, I'm gonna share with you how to make amazing pancakes using the remainder of this milk process. So let's first start off with peeling the remainder of the skin. So here's your almond. Remember, it's been soaking for about 8 to 10 hours overnight, and by now the skin is gonna come right off. So most people do not do well when they have almonds with the skin on. The skin is enriched in tannins, phytic acid, a little bit of oxalates. This is, by the way, the only time-intensive process of making your own raw almond milk. So we've soaked them, the skin comes right off, and what's unique about these almonds is after soaking them, I used to be raw vegan, so I was really into all this stuff in the early 2000s. If you can see this on camera, so you start to see the almond is starting to sprout. And so this is really becoming alive, right? It's becoming a seed that could potentially become an almond tree. But this enhances, I believe, the digestibility, possibly even some of the micronutrients because it's being sprouted. It's starting to change its profile as it germinates into a seed. Okay, so we have 2 more almonds to peel. And before we continue on, friends, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you're enjoying this content and getting value from this cooking videos, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe and let me know what you think in the comment section after you try this recipe. So the tools that you need for this recipe or this process here. So just go to any kitchen store, get a strainer like this. I like the metal one. Some people use cheesecloth. I feel like the cheesecloth, it just takes a little bit too long. I'm not a fan of doing the cheesecloth. This strainer does just fine in terms of filtering out some of the things. Now, I give it a quick little rinse like so, get some of that tannin off. And you might be wondering, so what are the quantities? We soaked just a handful. It's about a cup on average. You know, this recipe for the raw sprouted almond milk calls for 1 cup raw almonds to 4 parts water. So what we're gonna do, put them in the jar, put them in the Vitamix. Now, as you've learned from watching other cooking videos, I'm not big on using precise measuring when I'm cooking. I think that takes the fun out of it. But if you want precise measurements, we're gonna put 4 cups of water. Okay, so 1 part raw sprouted, de-skinned almonds to 4 parts water. And if you wanna get really fancy, we can actually do this whole process of getting the milk out of the almonds twice. It depends on how thick you want this. So this is about 4 cups, okay? So we're gonna put this on the Vitamix. Now, another reason why I like making almond milk at home is it's much thicker and fresher. So in order for these companies to keep this product on the shelf for 60, 90 days, is they have to put preservatives in here. They have to put different agents to prevent this from actually becoming rancid on the shelf. So when you make this at home, it doesn't have the same shelf life, but I believe it's just much healthier. So here's the homemade almond milk. Here's the store-bought almond milk. This is gonna be much thicker and it tastes much better. Plus we can flavor this how we want with a little bit of vanilla essential oil extract, okay? So let's pulverize our almonds here. But what I like to do is just start off low and then crank it up for about 30 seconds to really pulverize the almonds. So we're gonna start slow. It's getting closer. You can still see some almond solids, so I'm gonna crank it up to level 10. Voila. So now we have to filter the pulp out to make our milk. So some purists might recommend a cheesecloth or something really extravagant. Like I said, I like to make cooking fast and easy because you want to make it fun. So I just use a stainless steel filter here for the pulp, and we start to pour our almond milk here. As you can see, it's getting nice and thick. The pulp is going to start to accumulate and build up in the strainer, which is just fine. Remember, we're going to repurpose the pulp. You can make pancakes with this, you can make cookies with it. Now this makes about 2 jars, and the cost is about the same to make this as it would be to buy one of these commercially prepared almond milks from the container, but I feel like this stuff tastes way better and you get the pulp to make pancakes and other dishes. All right, so these are just mason jars, narrow mouth mason jars. So we take our little funnel guy here again, plop it on over, keep pouring it in. So at this point, we're just getting a little bit of milk out of the pulp by mixing it around, like so. Now remember, we're gonna repurpose this pulp and make some pancakes that will taste really, really good. Okay, so now what we do, we take our spoon and we're gonna add a little vanilla flavor here, a little vanilla extract. This is an organic one from Simply Organic. And just put a little bit, it's about a 1/4 tablespoon. Again, I'm just gonna eyeball this about like so. Drop it in, you don't need much here. And then we take a little narrow mouth mason jar, put the lid on like I did for the other one, and just shake it a few times, okay? All right, so now we're gonna just taste test this and make sure that it's decent, which I'm sure it is. Look at how thick and nice that is. That is really thick. Tastes phenomenal. So that's it for today's video, my friends. Hopefully you try this at home. It's a phenomenal way to increase the digestibility and make some raw almond milk in the convenience of your own home. And you can repurpose this to make some almond pancakes, which we're gonna do in the next video. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for subscribing. We'll catch you on the next video.